Kim of the YouTube channel Like Tesla right here. I consider her a friend of the show. We've done a collaboration a while back. She's probably one of the biggest Tesla fans. Her YouTube channel is pretty huge. It's kind of a vlog style that revolves around their Tesla cars. And today she made a video that I gotta tell you, just kind of I fell off my chair when I saw that. Let me tell you what it's about. Let me tell you how I feel about it. And I actually can agree with her more. And I think there is a bigger trend here that's happening now in a Tesla community, especially with bigger fans, that is kind of unexpected, but I think long overdue. Let me tell you about her video. Let me tell you about the trend and how Tesla, I hope, will fix it, because this is a problem. All of this is coming up next.
Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric!
Welcome to E4 Electric, your #1 source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, don't forget the subscribe button down there. That way you don't miss anything moving forward, and there's so many exciting news going on now. This is a news in its own. I rarely cover other YouTubers, as much as I like watching other YouTubers, they're rarely news. But this video that Kim made today is definitely news, and I hope Tesla is watching. Now, as you know, I myself can tell you I'm one of the first Tesla biggest fans. I'm definitely one of the first of the current YouTubers and influencers who actually had Tesla back in 2012. I'm one of the first 3,000 owners. My first one was signed by Elon Musk. I mean, I was a huge fan. Now I'm on my third one now. Looks like it's going to be my last one, because my honeymoon period ended before a lot of these guys even got their first one. And I started seeing quite a few issues with the car. To me, I just want to have a good ownership experience, which I haven't. But Kim is still, I think, in her honeymoon period, and she had a much better experience with her ownership than me. And her videos are usually very positive. I think that's why she has a huge following, because she's been always very positive and very excited about the brand. But today she made a video about the fact, and she, like, this is her thumbnail: Tesla's brand breaker. Like, they really believe that this can bring the brand down, and I can't say that I disagree with her. Now, obviously, we're probably both exaggerating. I mean, Tesla's not going to go bankrupt anytime soon or ever, I think. But this is something that can really damage the brand and allow the competition to catch up much faster and maybe take a bigger chunk of them. And I really has been kind of saying this, I started having my doubts a couple of years ago and started making videos about maybe a year ago. A lot of big Tesla fanboys that were following my channel left. They were like, no, Alex, how dare you? Tesla's perfect. And I think a lot of people are now catching up. Now, Ben of Teslanomics, another huge Tesla fan, he had his moment back in June, I think, where he actually ended up criticizing Tesla after being taken back by his, what I think is one of the worst tweets that I've ever seen him put out about the, the pedo tweet, as we now know it. And Rich from Rich Rebuild says, really in the middle of having a problem buying a Model X, like literally they lost his purchase of their own car. So and now I guess it's Kim's turn. Now her, in her video, from what I understand, is one of her relatives was getting her car and wasn't treated very well, and is, as a lot of times is the case. That's probably my biggest concern, is their customer service is absolutely horrendous, and to somebody like me, who's very important, is really just driving me away from the brand. And I know quite a few other people. And don't forget, I have a bigger community than my YouTube community on Facebook. I have 30,000+ members of my 2 Tesla ownership groups. And I see this all the time. The number of complaints and versus number of people who are happy with customer service it's been growing, and it's getting to ridiculous levels. Now, I don't know if I don't know if Kim realized that, but a lot of her I think positive experiences with Tesla was probably because they know who she is. Just like I've had a few positive experiences and started even making videos about it. And until I realized that was because they realized that I have a YouTube channel and, Tesla groups that are significantly big on Facebook. And then when my girlfriend ended up, at that time, girlfriend ended up going to service the car and I treated her like crap, I realized, well, that's actually what's really happening. So I think that's what's happening with Kim. So let's break that down. Before that, of course, I want to mention that this show and this channel is sponsored by Starman Gifts, the home of the Adventures of Starman, an awesome comic book. It's more than that, created by Eli Burton, who's been a guest on the show a few times. There's the discount code in the description of this video, so go ahead and grab it. You can buy that. You must buy that one. It's really cool, but also many other cool things that you can buy and use the same discount over there. All right, so let's break down what Kim kind of was saying in this video and why she believes this can bring down the brand. And again, I don't know if she realizes that that's people don't get treated by Tesla the way she usually is, and she was right. If you call them for help, or email, they either don't reply at all, or you end up sitting on hold for she said half an hour, but my last experience was hour and 10 minutes. And after that, they still didn't solve my problem. So, and yes, some people will always be, fans of the brand no matter what. But there are quite a few who will leave, like myself, saying, hey, listen, the service is not up to par. Now, but I got to tell you, I think this is crossing some major line where someone like him is actually had enough and is pissed off enough where she's creating this video I just love this thumbnail. It kind of says it all, and believes this is something that can take the brand down. Now I hope Tesla is listening to her. I know they're not listening to me, but I hope they're listening to her, because this is a genuine fan who had great experience, has been an advocate for the brand for now quite some time. I don't believe they're making their channel to make money like myself. To me, my channel is my business. I believe it's a hobby. She and her husband are doing it because they really love the brand. And when you put her in a situation where she's now starting to have doubts and saying, hey guys, you really need to get better at this, I think Tesla should really listen. This is a big lesson, and I hope they take this seriously. And now Elon said, yes, we know we're turning it around, but they're not. They're not turning it around. If you ask me, if you ask a lot of people who are part of my Facebook group that are consistently complaining of how horrendous some of their experiences are. Some are having a good experience, don't get me wrong, but more and more people that I'm hearing that I know personally who have been extremely huge Tesla fans are now starting to have doubts. Now, she said something interesting, and I'm gonna kind of put this out as well. And it's true. She said basically Tesla is trying to please the stock market. And not really kind of trying to please the customers. And yes, there is truth to it. I mean, they are growing and they're a very critical, stage of their development, especially with the Model 3 and a tough year that they had with it, and yet successful year that they had in 2018. But they are right now all about the Wall Street, all about pleasing the expectations, all about keeping the stock up, and very little effort, unfortunately, goes to actually satisfy client. By the way, another person I should probably mention, Fred of Electric, right? The editor-in-chief of Electric, also had his moment like this where I guess he bought it, not I guess, he bought a Model 3. And by the way, there's an interview of him on my channel where I caught up with him during the LA Auto Show talking about it. But, he ended up calling Elon out because he bought a Model 3 and then Tesla dropped the price by $5,000, therefore devaluing his current purchase. And Elon went back and actually had to offer the refunds to those people that were part of that kind of a group of people who essentially overpaid. I wonder if the same is going to happen with a 75D being taken out of the inventory, and some rumors how 100D is going to drop in its place. I have a feeling same is going to happen. But listen, I really hope Tesla gets their stuff together and starts catering to, at the very least, to huge fans like Kim and everybody else who's basically been the reason why Tesla is so successful. I'm a goner. I mean, they've beaten all of this fandom out of me, and I'm moving on this year. But for her sake and for the sake of hundreds of thousand owners who are still believe in the brand, I really think they should reconsider. So thank you, Kim, for making this video. Thank you for being honest. I know Ben of Teslanomics looks like he might actually do his follow-up on this video as well. At least that's what he said in the comments to her video. So I definitely hope that this stirs up the pot there at Tesla. And by the way, I just want to give a quick shout out to Kevin Shen for becoming one of my new Patreons. Patreon.com/E4Electrics is where you can support my independent channel. And of course, watch me live make these videos in the top tier. So thank you so much, Kevin, for joining me in my Patreon community and supporting me and the rest of you as well. All right, guys, let me have it. Let's hear what you have to say. I'm sure there will be more videos and and comments and discussions about this. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.